name is Estephania Solis, and this recording is part of the Culture Chats writing program. My story is called Pequeñita's Song. Quack! Creak! Pequeñita twirled her trunk. Her branches and leaves rustled as the birds flew out from them. Another new day, Pequeñita exclaimed, while marveling at the sky. Father's son should be coming around the bend soon. Pequeñita thought. I wonder. Her thought was interrupted by a click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, reverberated in the near distance. Off in the horizon, the calendar official began calling out the daily tasks, each check mark jumping off the board when called, only to be picked up off the floor by the ones, the only ones, the ones whose shoes went click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. A warm hand shone across Pequeñita's leaves. Father's son! You're here! She exclaimed. Just made it. I had to visit with a few others. Uh-oh, here they come, Pequeñita interrupted, one of her branches pointing toward the calendar official who was hovering above the ones, the clickety-clacking ones with their shoes. How will they know where they're going if their heads are always looking down to the floor? Pequeñita, that is not for you to decide. They've got to learn that for themselves, Father's son said. Do you think they've noticed? She asked. Click, clack, click, clack, 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 rumbled near them. The only thing we do now is wait until they decide to lift their heads and realize, he bellowed. Pequeñita's voice burst out, singing, and poured onto the land, stopping the shoes from going clunk, 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 clunk. The check marks from all the tasks that the calendar official had assigned fell off, becoming suspended in mid-air. With her voice still going, the check marks began to rise, transforming into shooting stars every time they reached the sky. Yippee! Woo-hoo! Yee-haw! The new stars sang. Pequeñita puffed her trunk out with every breath she took. The more she stretched, the taller she got. Her roots became fuller, extending out in front of her. The calendar official, watching all of this, called out, She has ruined our perfect system! Attack! And like that, the shoes began to shuffle. They buzzed. At the sound of this, Pequeñita gasped, stopping her singing and causing her to fall down. She closed her eyes, afraid of what was coming next. Ow! My branches! She looked up and saw that Eagle was carrying her up into the sky. Ooh, it's much colder over here, Pequeñita sighed. As her branches grasped onto Eagle's talons, she noticed that her leaves were suspended amongst the stars, and her roots, they were finally free. Whew! What a difference! Her roots were starting to get cracked grabs from them, just being stuffed for so long underneath the ground. She glanced around. She waited. No click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack could be heard. No father-son or trees like her. Only stars hugging her branches. "Welcome!" one shouted. "You're here!" another interrupted. "Your middle is glowing!" another chimed in. "Your middle is glowing?" all three exclaimed. Pequeñita looked down and noticed that her heart was lit, glowing with all the colors of the rainbow. Fuchsia hues expanding on the left, and turquoise sprinkles on the right. I'm home. I'm home! I'm finally home!" she grinned. Amongst the stars, Pequeñita's colorful heart shining. Oh, I totally missed that. Amongst the stars, Pequeñita's multicolored heart shone, letting Father-Son know that she had finally arrived home. Sometimes you can find Pequeñita's colorful heart shining just for you, as a reminder to look up from our busy lives. She calls it her song. We call it a rainbow.